Hey everyone, and welcome into today's morning video. I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead. It is Monday and we have a lot of news to cover over this week. I'm going to do my absolute best, guys, to smash out at least one video every day this week so that I can keep you guys as up to date in the markets as possible. And as promised from the title of this video, we are going to be talking about 3 stocks right now that are very popular, in high demand, that have a lot of view time on YouTube. And I'm going to be diving a little bit into some of the technicals and whether they are buys or they are not buys. And I'm going to be telling you the stocks that I have been buying out of these 3 very heavily, and I have been putting them into a shift into my top 5 and 6 holdings. Now, if you are someone that is new, again, welcome. My name is Jason. I do videos on the stock market every day. Go down there and be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help out with the channel, guys. So if you are someone that is new, then make sure to hit that big red subscribe button and you will never miss an episode. Now, the first stock that I am going to talk about today is BABA, and I have just alerted our Patreons. So if you are someone that would like to have access to my buy and sell alerts, we have been doing fantastic over on the Patreon. We have been smashing it. I put out 8 buy signals this morning, guys, for brand new stocks that I don't even talk about on YouTube on the space here. And again, this is just for my private Patreon community. So if you're someone that would like access to those buy and sell alerts, then be sure to check out the Discord link below in the comments in my description for the price of a coffee. Now, guys, Alibaba is a stock that I have alerted our Patreons on this morning. This did sell off due to Chinese fears because Didi, which was one of the other Chinese application for ride hailing like Uber, was actually suspended in China last week. Now, the shares dropped significantly and there was this massive fear that a lot of these Chinese stocks were going to be under pressure because they are listed in the Grand Cayman Exchange Islands. Now, the only way, guys, that you can actually invest your money in the New York Stock Exchange is to, in fact, use these Grand Cayman brokerages where they actually do hold the funds that allow you to exchange on the Chinese market in the New York Stock Exchange. So you're not actually going to find it directly in China, and we have known this for a very long time. So this is not new news at all. And again, that is why Alibaba is not trading at $500 per share like it should be, because it is a $500 million company that is growing over 30 to 40% per year right now with their revenues. They saw a 50% increase in sales since last year, guys, and the share price has sold off from their 52-week high of $320 all the way down to $205, presenting us an incredible buy the dip opportunity. We are at overstretched levels on the RSI. We are at a very strong layers of support. If you look at the fundamentals here, we have come down and tested this many times. And also, if we come onto the Alibaba price targets, we have 54 analysts offering 12-month price forecasts for Alibaba, guys, with a medium target of $286 and a high-end estimate of $351, which does represent, guys, an over 50% upside from the current share price. So it's no surprise, guys, that I think this is a very highly undervalued play right now. And if you are to compare them with the PE ratios to, say, Amazon, they are highly undervalued. And again, it is mainly due to the fact that this is a Chinese company, and most people do not want to hold Chinese companies because they have the fear, because they do not have the professional audits that we have done in the UK and also in the US. But as regulations tighten over the next few years, you are going to see a shift, and I think a lot of these emerging markets like China are going to see a lot of flood of that capital go back into these shares, and we are going to continue to see a push in the stocks like BABA because they are growing at such a rapid speed, and e-commerce, guys, is really accelerating. And if you look at how that growth trajectory is going over the next few years, we are going to see an exponential push in these shares. And my long-term price estimate for Alibaba is a doubling from the current share price as over the next few years. So we can expect this play to hit over $400 per share. Now, if you look at Amazon, for example, the share price is now at $3,700. And this is the global leader, guys, in e-commerce sales around the US and here in the UK. So you can imagine the Chinese market is so much bigger than Amazon, guys. They have 1.3 billion people in the world. just in China alone. So you can see how big this market could potentially be for BABA, because they are only positioning themselves right now at $200 per share. So this is a fantastic high growth, high risk, high reward stock, and this is one that I have been alerting our Patreons on. Now, a second stock that I want to briefly talk about is our beautiful NIO. Again, I did do another video on NIO just a few days ago, so go and check that out if you haven't already. I do a full breakdown into some of the technicals moving forward, because they had their NIO Power Day and they have just announced that they are going to be expanding 4,000 battery swap stations around the world over the next 4 years. Now, they plan to build 700 of these stations, guys, in Europe over the next year, which is over 2 per day. So a massive increase for NIO as they start to expand. This company is set on global domination. It is very clear to me that they are investing aggressively right now because they want to be the leader in electrical vehicle sales inside and outside China, and compete with their premium brand against Tesla. Now, we know that Tesla is now trading at around $600 to $700 per share, and NIO is such a baby. Again, being a Chinese stock, it is underfavored in the market due to those Chinese fears of delisting and again not complying with those audits. But as we see a tightened restriction on some of these audits moving forward, we are going to continue to see a wave of pushing and capital flooding into these stocks like NIO, XPeng and Li Auto. Now, NIO is my favorite because they are selling their sedan so well right now, and JAC has doubled their manufacturing capacity over the next few months. So they are now not going to be producing 10,000 vehicles per month, guys, but they will have the capacity very soon to double that to 20,000. So we are going to see a shift, and these electrical vehicles are going to take off. It is predicted by the year of 2025, guys, there will be 35 million electrical vehicles, guys, being sold around the world on an annual basis, which is such a huge increase because currently it is only about 3.5 million at 2021 right now. So you can imagine that is a 10x opportunity right now from the current share price, which is going to allow those companies that are growing aggressively right now, like NIO, to position themselves into a very strong emerging market where we see a shift to battery swap and energy storage technology from those automobiles, cars, and we have to get those global emissions down and under control due to the fears of global warming. Now, NIO has come back down to that strong layer of support around that $40 to $44 price range. And again, in my eyes, guys, if you are involved in NIO for the long term, then this is a fantastic buy the dip opportunity, because my long-term price thesis for NIO is triple digits, but over the next 12 months, my bull thesis for NIO is to continue to roll out. Once we do have the ET7, guys, coming out at the beginning of next year, we are going to see a continued push in their revenues as they sell this car for a high-end premium product. Now, this is going to allow NIO to push up to that target price of around $70, retesting those highs of around $65 where we had that 52-week high and breaking above that resistance layer. That is my long forecast for NIO. And then again, moving over the next few years, I do expect this play to ramp up their production very aggressively, and we will start to see those lifestyle products, this brand that NIO has created, which is also in partnership, guys, with Alibaba. So we are going to see them selling products again on the BABA website, which is going to allow NIO to have that high-end profitability. And then we are also going to have the autonomous aspect, which is where the majority of some of that revenue is going to come on top of their monthly subscription for their battery swap as a technology service. So this is a company, guys, that is growing aggressively, that I am a true believer in the stock, and anywhere below that $40 price range, especially if we are presented with any more selling off in the stock market over the long term, and we do get those shares to come back down to around that $36 price range, this would be a very, very strong fundamental and technical buy for me, and I would be increasing this position inside my portfolio for the long term, because I am a true believer in electrical vehicles and how NIO is pushing themselves into that dominance to be one of the global leaders. Now, the third and last stock I want to talk about in this video today, guys, is our beautiful Palantir stock. It has been a stock stock that I did make a ton of videos on back in the day, and I haven't spoken about it for some time. And again, if you would like access to my buy and sell alerts when I am buying this and my price forecasts, then be sure to join the link below into the private Patreon, because all of the information and the breakdowns are inside the Discord there for my Patreon community. Now, this stock has come back down to around that $23 price range, and we did actually reach those highs of around $27 just over the last week. Now, if you look back over the last month, we did actually break out from that support zone of around $20, and this to me, guys, would have been a very, very strong buy. They are positioning themselves to be a leader again inside that software as a service technology. They are working with the US governments right now. They only have about 28 companies that they are working with, and some of those are the Fortune 500 companies. And on top of this, guys, if they do double their capacity to work with more companies in the future, we are going to see a doubling of that revenue, and this company will easily jump up and push those prices way above that $44 price range. So we are going to see a 2x very soon in the Palantir stock over the next 12 months, to the best of my belief, and this company are growing very, very aggressively. Now, if you want more videos and a further breakdown on what Palantir does, then be sure to have a binge on my channel and check out some of the links that I will try and leave above, because you guys should definitely check out this company. They are fantastic. And Alex Karp, one of the CEOs of Palantir, has said that they are doing everything they can right now to grow this into one of the leading companies in the world, because it's going to allow companies to have that higher margin of profitability and leverage their software at Palantir Technologies to their advantage to gain more clients and more customers, again, which is going to allow this company to become even more profitable in the future. And this could literally be used, guys, around the world for a ton of different variables. They have already had partnerships with the NHS here in England, and like I said, with BP in my previous videos, where they did actually save them $1 billion in revenue in a single year. And on top of that, they are working with the US government and the US Army. So a fantastic opportunity for a fantastic long-term hold, and a company that I have been buying. Again, if you would like access, then be sure to check out the link to the private Patreon. I hope to see you guys inside. Let me know what you thought of this video and our three stocks that we did just talk about, our BABA, our NIO, and our Palantir stock. I do hope that you guys enjoy these videos. If you do, let me know below down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that big like button and subscribe for more content like this by turning on that notification bell, so you are alerted every time that I do release a new videos. We are going to be diving in the next few weeks, guys, deeply into the learning of electrical vehicles and autonomous driving, the top 5 companies that are positioning themselves for dominance in that market. We are going to be looking at the genomic sequencing, DNA sequencing, furthering on into August and then into September with the digital wallets. So some fantastic opportunities that we are going to be talking about on this channel, and I can't wait to get all of this content out for you guys. Stay safe, guys, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Ciao.